Welcome back to the den for Rambles, Rants, Razors. Yeah. The reason for this rant video is simple on the surface. I've done a 180 with some of my thinking. When I first started this channel, it had no real purpose, no real end point other than I was going to make some videos, share with you guys the great outdoors and my love for wet shaving and the passion that I have for both of them. As many of you know, I've been wet shaving since right about 2013. I joined Badger and Blade in 2013. And up until 2017, I was very much a voyeur in the community. You know, the world was a different place back then. I had a flip phone. I accessed the internet via a laptop. My wife had a smartphone. I didn't have a smartphone until 2016 or 17, probably. I don't know. I'd have to look. You know, really think about it. Not only has the world changed since I first started doing shave videos, the community has changed. And not just because it's grown, but the way that we access it has changed greatly. In 2013, I bought my first collectible shave brush. At the time, I didn't know I was starting a brush collection. I now have a brush collection that's pushing nearly 100. Back when I bought this, I had originally intended to use it, and then I decided not to use it because it was for a lady named Sue who was battling breast cancer. And that started my brush collecting. I didn't know at the time that it was starting that, but it's what it grew into. Many things for me in my wet shaving journey have been exactly like that. My mom giving me my Slim, my wife and I picking up that super speed. It all, has not been planned or thought out in any way whatsoever. Had it been thought out, I'd probably only have, 4 or 5 razors, 4 or 5 brushes, and, 10 soaps. But I don't. The same thing has happened with this channel. And when I first started doing it, my sole purpose was, at that time I had right around 200 soap sets. I had around 100 from Phoenix Shaving, 20 or 30 of Sterling, Barrister and Man, and Soap Commander, and then a handful of soaps, 3, 4, 5, 10 of others, even including Noble Otter. I think at the time was around 10. So my plan was I was just going to share the stuff I had acquired, and that was going to be, what I did. Well, because I've known people for as long as I have in the community, it didn't take long, and guys like Phil at Bull Goose, I just had the soap. I've been moving stuff around. Just came back from vacation. He sent me the Levante. Douglas at PAA sent me Shave Chaser, and this was all just within a few weeks of me getting going, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. And I never would have imagined that it would have grown into what it's grown into now. With all my content, I'm going to be a straight shooter, and especially in this format here, Rambles, Rants, and Razors, this is my outlet to let the F word fly, to be who I want to be in my daily life. In my shave review videos, I'm a little bit more reserved and intentional. And that's because while I'm not an official spokesman in any way for any one particular company, I am in some small way a representative of that company. Just ask Bud Light and Dylan Mulvaney. Right? So I knew that before Bud Light apparently knew that. And so that's why in those videos, I try to be mindful of my language. I try to keep politics out of it, and that kind of thing. But as I continue to grow, more companies reach out to me. I have never, ever reached out to a company and asked them, hey, will you send me something to review? Hey, can I get a discount? I've never done any of the sort. A little over a month ago, we were on vacation at our cabin, and my daughter forgot her I'm giving it away. She forgot her disposable dermaplaner, and so I gave her a shave. Then, thanks to Brian Foley on the PAA fan group, I discovered that Leaf had created one. We did that Leaf video, and a couple of days later, a lady from Leaf directly reached out to me and invited me to join their affiliate program. Now, she's not the only one. When I first started doing this, I joined Heritage Hills affiliate program, and I also joined the Wet Shaving Stores affiliate program, and I pitched those a couple of times in my early videos. It just didn't feel right. It didn't set right for me personally. I support affiliate programs. I support everyone doing things the way that they do things, as long as you're not hurting innocent, people or innocent anything, right? I don't care if it's a tree, leave it alone. I got a side note. I got a rule in my house. You don't kill something unless you're going to eat it. My boys, the 19-year-old Luke, he learned the hard way, and I made him actually eat a bug one time just to prove a point. Yeah, it really happened. What was I saying? So it didn't sit right, the affiliate programs. And so I reached out to John at Heritage, and I reached out to Andy, and I said, thank you. If you guys ever can do something to where I can give a discount to the viewer, then, count me in. John and Andy didn't have a program set up like that at the time. And so I just dropped the affiliate thing, decided it wasn't personally for me. And that was that. A few months, 3 or 5 months later, Andy reached back out to me saying that he had now had, a system to where he could do that. I first accepted it, and then it still didn't really set right. And I never brought it out to the public or anything like that. And I just never put it into motion. Fast forward another 3 or 5 months, I don't know. And I get that message from Leaf. That gets me to thinking. Not only had I done that, but at about the same time, previous to that, I had done my last Ramble video where I talked about affiliate codes and freebies. Well, a particular artisan who I respect, a few weeks later, after making that, he had time to watch it. Not that I asked him to, but apparently he watched it because he contacted me. And, when he called me, he's, hey, blah, 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 blah. And clearly he had seen it without saying that he had seen it. And so we had a big, long talk. Again, because we talked about it before. And he made one hell of a strong argument in favor of it. Where am I on time? 13 minutes. So then I reached out, and I don't think he'll mind. I reached out to Andy. Andy is a smart cookie. I respect Andy, and Andy is genuine, and he will tell it to you straight. At least he does me, because he is the agree to disagree kind of thing. And clearly with affiliate codes, that's where we've been. But when I was sharing with him Leaf and my whole inner struggle of affiliate programs, I shared it with him. Everything that I just shared with the artisan, and what I've shared with my wife, and even our daughter, because my daughter was involved with the Leaf thing, and she's I don't want to say typical, but she's like, a lot of teenage girls today, to where social media is the norm for them, And what's one of the things that Andy said to me, there's a few things that Andy said that struck home, but one was, this is the new way of life. This is just the way things are in the world today, that this is how, companies reach their customers. It's the new, medium. It's the new, way of reaching out, and that affiliate programs are one of the many ways that companies have a way of not only thanking content creators for what they do, but paying them for their time. And Andy then made some points that really sat home with me immediately, and then even more so as I thought about it at work. And he, arguments about not leaving money on the table. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to seek out affiliate programs where I can give the viewer a discount. And if I get something at the same time, because that's how they structure it, then great. I purchased the Leaf multi-blade razor for my wife, and then the dermaplaner. I joined the affiliate program with Leaf, and they knew I didn't have a twig or a thorn, and they said that they'd happily send me one. So I was like, cool, please, yes, I'll happily take a twig. I've never shaved with a twig. I did borrow a thorn, but I've never shaved with a twig. So they asked me what color, and not only did they send me a twig, they sent me what's called the super bundle, and that included a stand, and I'll show you guys more in a video, but the super cool carrying case, look at that green travel case. A few other things, including their unscented soap. Can't wait to give it a try. A little disposable blade bank. And there might have been one or two other little things. Oh, blades. A pack of 50 blades, and then the 5-pack of blades that come with the twig itself. So 55 blades. So I hate it when people flip-flop. And I know this is kind of a flip-flop. And I may end up not doing it. I may, upload this video or not even upload this video, and after recording it, decide not to do it. And, tell Leaf that I'm going to use their video, the razor, and I'll promote them, but I don't want to use, the codes. But as of right now, I have accepted an affiliate program with Leaf, and I reached back out to Andy and told him, that I'd like to take advantage of that affiliate program now. And Andy didn't have to do anything because it was already all set up. And so when possible, I'm just going to use the discount code of Tobin, and that's how it is with Leaf and at the wet shaving store. I'm always going to give it to you guys honest and real. And when it comes to fragrances, I'm going to be doing a review of a fragrance that isn't really for me, and it was given to me, but at the same time, it has grown on me a little bit. It's still not a fragrance that I would wear every day, but I've been using it for the last 3 weeks or so. Not every day, but 6 or 8 times now. I'm wearing it to work and wearing it on my hand during our vacation. But I truly believe that with fragrances, even though I may not like it, I can still tell you why you might like it. And when it comes to a razor being too aggressive or too mild, I can still share with you guys why it may or may not be for me, but why it may or may not be for you. And the same thing with soap bases. I used to respect people who would do negative reviews. And I used to be in the same park as a lot of people that I talk to, good friends of mine, that, there's content creators out there who never say anything negative about anything. Some of them, I do believe they're shills. They're used car salesmen, and they're going to say whatever it takes to get more free crap and to make a buck. I've got more crap than I know what to do with, and because of that, I'm going to be giving crap away. I've already started to, but I'm not in this for free crap. I'm not in this for money. More money is always nice. But like I said before, I have a day job and I have a sugar mama. But I also believe that some of these guys who are always saying good things, and I haven't asked them, okay? I'm just going to say it. I don't give a shit. Mark Zarady. I love Mark. And I doubt Mark will ever watch this. Maybe he'll hear about it. I don't care. One thing I've heard about Mark, and I used to think this too. I'll say it. I'll be honest. Mark always has something nice to say about everything. And I've kind of hinted to that before in previous videos. How Mark is a nice guy and he's going to say nice things. But at the same time, maybe Mark isn't reviewing stuff that he doesn't like. Have you asked him? I've never asked him. And my friends that I've spoke with, I know they've never directly asked him. I'm not saying that they're wrong. I'm not saying that I'm wrong or that I'm right, or that that's the way it is. I'm just speculating, and I'm giving you a real world example, because at the end of the day, I don't give an F. I really don't. And at the end of the day, there's only 2 people that I care how they truly think about me and really, really value their opinion above all else. That's the mother of my children, my best friend and lover of over 20 years, who I share a bed with every night, and I hope to share a bed with until my dying day, and my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Outside of that, I really don't care what your opinion is, what Mark Zarati's opinion is of, what I say, but I am always going to be a straight shooter. And when I'm not, just know that I have guys like Wendell and Lee, Hazley, and artisans and vendors who are going to keep me straight, because I have surrounded myself with people who will keep me in line. That's something that I've tried to do for years. Birds of a feather flock together, and sooner or later you become who you hang out with and the people that you associate with. I learned that the hard way a long time ago. I've been down a lot of roads in my life, and I like to think that I'm older and wiser now, and I got the gray hairs and the beard to prove it. I've now rambled for 20 minutes. So I hope this all makes sense. I know I say that probably at the end of every ramble video, but I mean it. And I say what I mean, and I mean what I say, and I'm always going to. And facts don't care about your feelings, and my feelings only care about the facts. So, I don't care. I'd rather be broke than woke. I don't care. I really don't. I just want to share my passion of the outdoors and wet shaving, and hopefully take you out of your world and bring you into mine. And in the process of doing so, hopefully you learn something, even if it's just something about me, but hopefully, you take something positive away from my shaving videos. That's my, my outdoor shaving videos. That's what I consider my real content. That's what I consider my channel to be about. I love you. I really do. Like, I don't love you like I want to hold you and hug you and whisper sweet nothings into your ear. Unless your name is Wendell, then that's a possibility. And the only guy that I'll sing to is Matthew Lawrence. And he said I can't do it in public, that I can only do it alone. So I'm going to call you tonight, Matthew. Maybe sing you a song. You guys take care. It's only shaving. It's only shaving. Yep, I've done a 180, and I'll probably do another 180, but I'm always going to give you the full 360 when it comes to my thoughts, unfiltered and unapologetic. Unless I really do something stupid. And I have no problem admitting to when I do something wrong and say something wrong. So please, always call me on it. In tomorrow's video, I'm going to announce the winner of 2 giveaways, the Vanulay sample video giveaway, and then the Phoenix shaving giveaway. And tomorrow night, I am joining Smiley, a guy who I'm going to call nameless right now because that's his name on Instagram. Now, Adam. Adam is good people. Adam has become a great friend of mine. And then I'm going to be joined by the one and only Andy Amaya, the king of wet shaving himself, the wet shaving store. I love you. I really do. Did I say that? Well, shit. It must be because I do. It's only shaving. It's little big things. And I see you. And I see you. And if I don't, hopefully I see you on the other side. Take care. Thank you. Seriously.